Well, hello everybody. Um, we're working on the grand opening again. I did it once before. We did it again. I've reached 99%. Okay. Hello everybody. I'm almost ready. Give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. We're gonna do just a different
Wow, did you see
color.
what we did
I
there?
wanted a
We
kind of
put
a
a split
creepy
in the
color.
audio track. We took the second
Okay.
half of the audio
That's
track. We
good.
slid it down. Now we're
There we
putting this
go.
audio
Right.
track
Oh
in that audio
man.
track.
We're doing a mic check, by the way. And here we
Yeah.
go. We're back. Just relax.
Don't
Don't
make
be
it green. How's
nervous.
that?
You can do this voiceover,
Make this a different color.
and we're going
Ooh.
to.
Ooh, I kind of
Oh, look
like
at that!
that.
You guys did wonderful. Look at that up there. We're
What
doing a
did you
mic
do
check.
with light?
Make sure we got the
Just
right
light
mic.
alone.
Can you go back and check Mr.
Look at
Voiceover?
that.
Here we are.
It's a
We're
little
doing some
better.
more work on the park. I thought I was finished with it, but a friend of mine gave me a good suggestion because I found that the fence
Okay, I think that's good.
for
That's
that
good.
haunted mansion
That looks
was
really
floating
well.
in
I
the
like that.
midair,
And
and I was going to fix it. Oh, here we go. Now this is a whole bunch of clips I've gathered without the HUD. I tried to eliminate all
yes,
the
sir, it does help.
menus and just
Worked
have a
out
look at
great.
the
Well
park.
done.
And that's what I'm doing here.
We've
The
got to
park has
close the
been
park. I
closed,
don't know why,
and
but
there's
at
no
least at
guests in it at the
97%.
moment. And like I said, I'm just using different employees that wander to get a good view of how the park looks. See, this is all the work I did with from his suggestion, and it turned out great. See, I can even do a little bit more there, um, but it covers up that, so
That
it
turned
looks a
out
lot better.
okay.
Oh, that looks kind of creepy, don't it? I put in those old trees and kind of sinister, and I lit them up with the lights. So that turned out pretty cool. Harbor Run, Port Greasy. That's where the customers are headed. I I clicked on I highlighted one of the guests, and I have it on panoramic view, so the camera in the program is following the guest from different angles. What it does is it gives me a different look of the park from different points of view. Plus, I think it looks kind of cool without the HUD. With just the park, and like I said, I finished it. I got all that landscaping done. I'm not going to work anymore on this park. I like it. I like the way it turned out. And it's time to move on to the next park, which is going to be Grizzle's Den Gingerbread Village. And I'm going to see what I'm going to do about most of the buildings stuff being kind of like a fantasy gingerbread type buildings, like a little village of different gingerbread and stuff. I was thinking about looking into maybe making my own gingerbread somehow, using the different shapes, or they'll come up with something. A few more different ideas to put into the park. That's going to be a new park. I will start fresh from the beginning. Now that I understand a little bit on how to put these clips together, I'm learning a little bit how to manage them more so I can get some better looking views and stuff like that. I just put a clip together of a review I did of Scott Boogie Gaming. I went to his park. I finally was able to figure out how the workbook works, or the workshop, and I was able to go in there, and I've been following his videos. I've been watching him on YouTube. So I said, what the heck? So I went, and sure enough, I found him through Coaster Planet, through the workshop and stuff like that, and I was able to download his park, and I was able to go in and check it out, which was cool. It's like, it's neat to go into somebody else's park and do the same thing I do in my park. The only difference is I know it's coming up in mine, and it is. You really don't know it, so it's kind of like all brand new. It's kind of cool. He did a good job. It was an awesome park. He put a lot of work into it. His videos are clean, neat, and very professional looking. He does an awesome job. And I've noticed a lot of stuff he's putting in his clips and the way he, and I do some of the similar stuff. So that's why I like watching his stuff, because I know what it takes to build it. And that's what makes it kind of neat to watch and say, oh wow, he got that ride go right through that freaking mountain. Cool. It's not easy. I've done landscaping. On Grezzel's Den, the first one where I actually created the hotel and the restaurant and started that franchise up from that there. In that part there, I've got a couple little gingerbread houses built. That's what's giving me the idea of doing a whole village or a whole park using a gingerbread thing. Because you can use it for winter. It can be a perfect winter campground. Winter fun park, and then, so that's what I'm going to be working on. I think the building with the gingerbread would be kind of fun. I could create a whole gingerbread castle, I think, and then we'll see what we can do about decorating, maybe with like candy stuff, like for candy trees in one area, and we'll come up with something, new light posts and stuff like that. We'll redesign them. So I'll be flipping back and forth between the clipboard and the part, and we'll work on that. But this here is my final go through. Like I said, I've tried to go through, and I did everything I could to get rid of the menus, so it's just the park. As you can see now on these clips here, the park is open, it's running. I have guests in the park, and I'm using the guests as being able to view the park from their point of view. And I tell you the truth, one of the things I use to judge my parks is what it would be like if it actually existed, would I want to go there. And that's it for Grezzel's Den Speedway. Oh yeah. In fact, I'd love to be a part of the freaking league they got for the go-karts. That would be fun as heck, is going from place to place and racing with the go-karts. And like I said, it'd be like a pool league where you go from bar to bar or pub to pub throwing darts or playing pool league. It'd be the same thing where you go to their park or their racetrack, you use their equipment that weekend to race, and then the results, and then the overall season would be a combination of all the different races and stuff through the different parks and go-kart tracks. We have the one here, the Black Hat League. Let's see, Freedom Cruisers. I think the Freedom Cruisers. They part of the league here at Grezzel's Den Speedway. This is their home track, and I developed that little idea from those cars and stuff I put in the beginning, over by the racetrack area, trying to create like a little like a city type look, as opposed to the Olaf logging and stuff that would be more of a frontier type look. And it's a lot of this here park came from random things I've built, going, wow, that's cool. Olaf logging, for instance, if I'm not mistaken, I started that in the clipboard. I liked what it was, so I highlighted it and brought it into the park, which is, I think that works great. Use the clipboard, I do all my building and stuff, and then you can put it in the workshop. Then you can go into the other park and bring it in and put it where you need it. Perfect. Love it. It's a perfect thing to go. So, and that's what we're doing here, is look at the line. Look at the people. Yeah, somebody likes it. And see, there's the little building they built near the racetrack. And what it did, it created like a little, you got on one side of the road, you got the modern racetrack area. And then on the other side, you have Olaf logging and Frontier stuff with Alice Frontier. And then Foxy's at the front. I always put her right out in the beginning. She's always been my number one go-to And so I'll keep her out front. I like Foxy. She's cool. And she sells coffee. He really does sell coffee. So she's good at it. In fact, I'll probably put a spot in for her in the new place. There you go. Street Fox coffee in a gingerbread house, coming out of a gingerbread house. You can build a little complex thing too. So we'll see what we can do on that. A lot of that, trying to build like a big complex, it's easier to kind of start building it in place so that way you can get the pathways all set up, and then you can enclose it so that way you're making sure that your guests aren't passing through windows or through doors, through walls. Putting something like a prop in or something, and then it's right in the middle, and then they'll walk right through it. Because I have there's a setting about things that they won't be able to occupy the same area. There's a setting in there like that, so I turned that off so that way you can create different things, and you can slide objects in and out to create a look. So, like for instance, if you could have an opening in a wall, you could put a door there, and then on top of that door you can put a window and create a different look by incorporating it too. But if you have that one setting clicked off or clicked on, you couldn't do that because it wouldn't occupy the same area. So I'll try to think what the setting is. Oh well, doesn't matter. I have that clicked off anyway. I like the idea of being able to create different things using the different pieces. And I've seen some amazing things out there that people have done. It's amazing, some of the works and stuff. Like some of these parks are just awesome, and well, see, like I think on the PC you can do more. I think the percentage is up. My first racetrack park, I had the 2 racetracks in there. I had off-track amusement. I have all the little rides going. I had a off-track amusement museum type thing going. I got that park so full of stuff, it finally crashed. And I think I overrode it or something like that. But, oh, that was a nice park. But it was hard to use it at the end because there's so much stuff going on in it. So I started over, creating Grezzel's Den Speedway, which we're going through here now. So when I created Grezzel's Den Speedway, I started it from fresh, using some of the ideas I used in the other track. And in this one, I just put the one track. Another thing you could do is that you take a track like that, and you can change the look of it in certain parts of the track. So what you could do is like maybe do an area where the go-karts go out into the desert area, doing a desert run type stuff, because you can change that part of the track to brown, then come to another like street type tarmac when the go-karts transition into maybe like a city view area. You can do that on one track and create the different areas. Ooh, we're coming up to the end. Hey, from ELAstudio and Sons, thank you for watching. We got the scripted part at the end of this, and we're going to go on and do the voiceovers.
Mr. Voiceover, where's the audio tracks? What happened to them? I deleted them, as he says, shrugging his shoulders. We need new ones, okay? Okay, we'll put in some new ones. We do have the scripted one at the end, so we'll leave that one there. We have room for about 2 more tracks. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching, everybody. Oh, I had to delete a track. I got it fixed. So we're doing good. The park is looking great. This is OelGrez. I want to thank you for watching. We are done with this park here. I'll actually say that's it, and we will move on to Grezzel's Den Gingerbread Village. Come on, we gotta use the script. Cut, print, and post. Put it in the cannon on the shelf. ELAstudio. Thank you for watching. Hope everyone's having a good summer.